Okay, we're back to the other head now. I'm going to recenter, level this one out. Remember, it's close, but not quite on the money. A couple hits. Center it. Centered. Good to go. So what's nice about this machine, it repeats pretty good. Okay, now we had to go down a little bit, so we had to come up a little bit. So to get the same depth of this, I'm going to raise my depth stop up here a little bit. We'll go about that far. That should equalize for the more amount I move the head up, hopefully. Yeah, pretty close. Doesn't have to be perfect, but get us in the ballpark. So now we go ahead and first thing I'm going to do is bore out the center seat. Another cut in there. Okay. So I just cut a bunch of metal out of that port. See how deep it is compared to this one. It's even deeper, see? Which means this one's even more off center from where it should be. Okay, now we go ahead and cut our seat. Actually, we can cut our top angle a little bit. Rough it in on the top, see where we're at, or what the hell. Yeah, let's recenter this just to make sure it's still centered. Okay, we're going to come in here and put this cutter in there and kind of knock off the high spot on top. Because we know it's pretty high already. I'm just eliminating a couple things here by doing backwards order. Okay, we just kind of rough that in. So we cut away the high spot up here on the top. See, it all went away. So now I come back and hit the seat, and the seat won't be pushed one way or the other because I cut all the heavy stuff out from both sides. Should make it more concentric when it actually cuts. And come back and hit this. Marker right there. Think we can see a little bit better. Maybe. Not the same view I'm seeing, but it's similar. sure if I cut deep enough yet, so I'm going to pull up, do a quick marquee there and see where it's at. So I think I go just a little bit deeper. Over there. Yep. Really close. I think just a skosh deeper. 5 thousandths maybe. There we go. Now I'm seeing what I wanted to see. Nice even area all the way around the whole thing. And now we come back. I can see my top angle really well now. Right there. Come back with our top one here. Yep, same mark I was looking for. Okay. Pull back a little bit. Okay, so see the marks in here. You get the cutout, the bowl cut, a little bit of a radius left, not much, a single angle, and you got the seat angle right there. Then we go into a top angle, the red part, and then we got just a little skosh of a little line at the top cutter left, a little bit of red, and then back into the top cut, or the radius cut on the very top, which is actually a parabolic curve. You can see, maybe see better from this side. So you can see how it flows in really, really nice. So now I can go in here and cut this out. First I'm going to lap the seats and make sure they're in where I want them to be. And go from there. Oh, geez, way too much. That's the front head. I'm going to relap the rear head because I didn't finish lapping. Just get a kind of a quickie, just get a mark on it. You can tell when you're done lapping by how it sounds and how it feels. You can hear it when it's not so aggressive sounding. That means it's lapping compound wore down. That means your surface is pretty smooth. And when you lap, go back and forth, up, down, back and forth, up, down. Keep moving around in a circle. That's fine on that one. You got a sound change? Wipe everything off. Use the clean towel. Okay, now you can see what everything looks like. Okay, so we relap this one. Still right on the edge. There's the other valve. You can still see a little shiny little marker on the edge. Let's do that. So everything repeats. And over here you can see our gray mark. You can see the top cut right above it. Gray mark all the way around. Same on this one. That's your lap seat. So everything looks pretty good. Okay, now what we're going to do is go ahead and bore out the throat in here a little bit. Knock that down slightly. So to do that one here, I'm going to have to use my cutter here, which I always use for my top angle, so now, or clearance. So now I'm going to go ahead and move this in, sucks way in tight, so I can get down real small and down and go down the side of a port, which is what we're going to do. Goes out of the way. Here, same one. Okay, so now we go ahead and get this thing sized for what we need. So I just move it down until it drags, move it out until it drags on the outside of the cutter a little bit. Remember, this port was not round, so digging in my spring a little bit for some reason. Okay. You got a round port, was kind of screwing it a little bit. Okay, so now this is cut where I can go down inside the port and have the same radius, same parabolic curve on the inside of the port. So I can cut it out. It's a lot more quicker and more accurate to do this than by hand. See what we're looking at. So you can see what the cutter does right there on the inside. That nice radius edge on there. So you cut out that sharp edge right there. Okay, we're still getting a little bit of a lip here, so I think my cutter is maybe too small. So I'm going to readjust it. Now I don't want to go too deep in the port. I got to blend it here in the bottom so I don't have a nice even curve and not a shelf in the damn thing. We don't want to put a step in there. Just want to make a nice even radius flow in there. That's what we're trying to do. Something is full of crap. Some chips or something bothering me. I think they're still bothering me a little bit. Okay, I'm going to reset this now. big. Yeah. Feels about right. Okay, try it again. A little bit cleaner. The deeper you cut this, the better it runs on top. And the worse it gets on the bottom. I think that's a good trade-off there. My pointer out right here. So I cut deeper here, right through here. And I got to port this from here to here to make that, get rid of that edge, because now there's a big hump right there that'll have to be cut away. There's a really big one right here. If you look at the angle from here up to here, you want this to blend from here to here nice and seamlessly. It's a judgment call how deep to make that part. Like I said, you don't want to have to make a step, you want to make just a nice smooth radius all the way around. But this port's not very deep, so I'm being pretty conservative. I could drop that another 1/8 of an inch probably, and for racing I would. For street, it's better to keep it a little bit smaller, more velocity through there. We're going to get a pretty big sized valve, so we're not searching for every last foot of air on this motor. That's a good stopping point. So it's better to be a little conservative. Just like I kept the diameter a little bit smaller than I would normally for racing. Racing would be a lot bigger diameter on the inside. Yeah. These heads are totally different heights. What a shocker. Move that out a little bit so it'll cut. Too much. That'll work. right at the top of the pilot. How's the port look? It's a little bit taller than the other one. It's hard to tell how deep it is though. That's a judgment call. Very bad measurement there. Get somewhere accurate. Be able to see would be nice. Okay, that's roughly 7/8 of an inch at an angle. Pretty close. Yeah, could go another 40 thou deeper, would be nice, but so I'm going to change out the pilots because the pilots are made slightly different. This one's lower in the head. Remember, there's different valve guide size, remember? That's why they change a little bit. But maybe we'll gain a little bit more this way. Yep, we gained a little bit. Should be a little bit lower now. Where's that? That's right in front of my mouse. Oh yeah. Definitely lowered. Yep. Yeah, that one's a lot lower now. I really dropped it down. The bottom started coming in quick. It came in. I think we're pretty close. It looks a little bit deeper now than this one because it really dropped it a lot. So, but they're very similar. I'm gonna leave them. Clean them up. Okay. Definitely some grinding now. Okay, so you can see how that's just starting to get a little bit of flat going to it. You can see how that one actually hit the flat a little bit right there. This one almost hit it. So this one here, the port's slightly smaller than what this one is because we're seeing that mark. Because I think this one's just a tick deeper now than this one, but it's really close. So anyway, now the flow comes around, it drops in this bowl, and the bowl's pretty concentric, so now the whole valve is going to be flowing instead of being constipated on this side over here. I'm trying to flow everything out this side, now it can be flow out the other side, which will increase our flow. The more you make this stuff equal, the better. Now remember I told you over here how the ports were not equal from side to side over there. You can really see it over here because see this is open here and it's constipated over here. Now when I go in here and open this up all through here where my finger is, see how this one, my finger fits in, this one it doesn't. When I open this side up here, then it'll be a lot more equal as you look inside the port. And that will increase your flow too quite a bit. Because right now there's an 1/8 of an inch difference shoulder from here to here, and that's all coming out. So from about here to straight up to here, all that whole edge here is coming out. It's going to really open that thing up on that side of the pole. This one here, not quite so much because it's pretty much flush right here. We got a little bit of a lip here, but not too heavy. A lot here. And we just lightly blend this. We don't really want to take too much of that out. Having a little bit high right there actually helps the flow, because there's a little, having a fin back in here behind the gut actually increases your flow, but I have no way of doing it because I don't have a CNC cutter. I'm just using a round cutter, so I can only do radiuses. I can only make circles. I can't make uneven cuts. This one over here is the opposite. Look how big this port is on this side. It's humongous over here, way overcut. And then over here it's way, way small. So this one's really offset bad. So we're going to be doing a lot more equalization on this one. Yeah, you can see how this one's way off. And see, that might be the original casting way down there, maybe. But they cut too much here. You can also see how the seat got real thin right there. That's where they cut too much through here. Or that's just how the seat was. I doubt if the head was that way. I think they cut it. So it's too big to be the stock. They're not that big. All right, so we got a little bit of porting to do that. A lot of porting inside the bowl. In here, not so much. It's all right here. The valve seat's the most critical on port flow, and every thousandth of an inch you go from that seat, the less critical it becomes. So all of this stuff in the chamber is real critical. All this stuff right here in the seat blend angle and right in this bowl area, very critical. All this crap in here, not so much. It just shoves it out the hole. So once you make this turn here, it's pretty much, as long as you can get it out of there halfway decent, it's under pressure, it's going to come out. The intake ports are the opposite. Alright, that's it for the night on this. It's almost 2 o'clock now. Right there. Good time to go home. So, I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and then tomorrow we'll come back and get these intakes finished up, and then I got to find out what kind of cam is in this bike so I can set up some clearances. I think he had like a VB grind or an X grind or something like that. I got to find out. Yeah, you can always call me tomorrow and tell me, or send me an email. Alright, so that's it for tonight. We'll continue on this tomorrow.